Hello everyone. In this new series called Powerful Mantras, I'll be talking about which are the most popular and powerful mantras which are chanted and practiced regularly all over India. And the first one I'll be starting with in this series is called Mahamrityunjaya, which is one of the most common and popular mantras associated with Bhagwan Shiva. And today I'll be talking about what is the story behind the origin of this mantra, how it came into being, and I'll also be talking later about which are the main benefits associated with this mantra. So let's start with the origin. The origin of Mahamrityunjaya is linked to the story of a very renowned rishi called Markandu, and who was a very ardent devotee who used to pray every day to Bhagwan Shiva together with his wife called Marudmati, and they used to pray regularly to Lord Shiva to bless them with a son. And after years and years of praying uh, to Lord Shiva, finally Shiva appeared in front of Markandu and asked him that, what exactly would he like, because he's very pleased with his prayers and would like to grant him a boon. Then Markandu mentioned that he was very happy with everything that was there in his life, but he just wanted to be blessed with a son. To this, Shiva responded that the reason why he still did not have a son was because of some negative karma which was pending from his past life karmas, and so, but to be to make sure that he was given the boon, he said that, yes, I will bless you with a son, but some effect of your negative karmas will remain. So there would be one condition. He said, I can give you a son who will either be very long lived, but will be of very average intelligence, or I can grant you a son who would be very short lived, who will only live till 16 years of age, but he will be one of the most intelligent and renowned rishis that India would have ever seen. To this, Markandu thinks for a while, and then he tells Bhagwan Shiva that I would prefer a son who's highly intelligent rather than having one who's not so intelligent and lives long. And Shiva says that, okay, so be it, and then he disappears. And as this son of Rishi Markandu, who was named Markandeya, starts growing up, he's very happily surprised to see that since a very young age, Markandeya starts to learn all the shloks, the scriptures, the Vedas, and he's regularly worshipping to Bhagwan Shiva. And as he starts growing up a little older, he's also amazed that Markandeya is able to create his own shloks and mantras in praise of Bhagwan Shiva. And this continues for a while, but as Markandeya starts to approach 16 years of his life, Markandu starts getting very fearful and worried. And Markandeya noticed this and he asks his father that, why do you look so worried and scared all the time? Then he tells him about the story behind how he was born and what was the boon he received, and the limitation of the boon that he will only live up to 16 years of his age. Then Markandeya, who's very wise for his age, assures his father that he should not worry, because whatever happens, happens as per the will of God and happens for the best. So he should just continue with his day to day life. And Markandeya, when on the day that he's about to turn 16, goes into the prayer room and, as always, starts praying to Bhagwan Shiv with a new mantra which is prepared specially for the Bhagwan. And as he is in the middle of his prayer, he turns 16, and as per the destiny, the god of death called Yam, he appears to take him with him. And uh, normally, what happens is Yam sends one of his doot called Yam Doot, who are the messengers of death, to bring to him any person whose life is now over. But the Yamdut fails to be able to go near Markandeya, and they tell Yam that there is some strong energy associated, and there is no ordinary boy. They were not able to capture him. To this, Yam says that as per every person has a set life, and they should follow that rule to maintain the balance in the world. So Yam himself approaches Markandeya, and then he could suddenly sense that there was something special about this boy, but to be he's duty bound and to perform his duty of making sure that everyone only lives to the destined age, he takes out his noose of death, the rope, and he throws it on Markandeya and starts pulling him. When Markandeya feels this pull of the rope from Yam, and he does not want to be stopped in the middle of his prayer, so he grabs the shivling that he was praying to, and instantly the shivling bursts open and Shiva appears from it, and he takes on his fearsome Rudra form and he attacks Yam with his Trishul, saying that how can you attack my most ardent devotee in the middle of the prayer? And he kills Yam. The moment Yam dies, there is a panic across all the gods because this is now going to disturb the balance across the universe. Because Yam is dead means nobody in the world will die, and this is going to affect the balance. So they all pray and try to appease Lord Shiva that he should restore Yama so that the balance in the universe is maintained and the cycle of life and death goes on. Then Shiva agrees and he brings Yama back to life. But he mentioned that Yam would never be able to come near Markandeya because he is his most ardent devotee. And so that's why Markandeya becomes immortal. And that is why the mantra he had created for worshipping Lord Shiva came to be known as Mahamrityunjaya. Mahamrityunjaya literally means that conquering death because uh, Markandeya had created that mantra and he was worshipping Shiva through that. And because of the power of that mantra, even death was not able to touch him. That's why it came to be known as Mahamrityunjaya. And in the next video of this series, I'll be talking about which are the main benefits associated with Mahamrityunjaya, why this is so popular and still chanted regularly by so many people. Some people chant it daily, some people chant it on special requirements and needs. And also that I'll also talk about later about which is the correct procedure and process to chant this mantra. Hope you found this video useful. Do let me in your comments any feedback you have. Thank you.